Okay, so for part two, so we're coming from here in part one. We've done this, headings and all that kind of stuff, headings, paragraphs, and some lists. And we're now going to add in a table, an image, a link, and an image link as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this. It's important that when you're doing your website, you build it up. So I'm going to do that in this solution. I'm going to take this as a starting point. Right. So welcome to zomboinc.com. So what I'll do is I'll put in here an image example. So I might put that up the top. So let me look for my image example, which is here. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. So my image example is down here where I've said image example, right? And I'm going to just copy this into my solution here. So I think I'm going to put it up, my image right above the top. This video is kind of out of date, so I'm going to put this right at the top of the body. Welcome to Zombo.com, and I'm going to put my image in here. Right now, when I run it, it's going to say, oh, actually, yeah, because I do have an image under my stuff here, it's the same one. This will work. That'll be just fine. But just bear in mind that when you're doing this, you might not have an image there. So let's just say it's important that you do your own thing here. So I better go through how I got that image in there. So I want Zombocom is my, and I want some kind of automation image. So I want a picture of a robot. So just type in robot picture. Sure. I mean, there's a good little robot, little dude there. Okay. So I'm just gonna go save image as. Now that actually, just to do absolutely make this super easy, if I copy paste this, just watch out because the link for this is a Google search. You need to find the actual image before you try and hard link to it. So I'm going to click on here again, and you want to keep clicking until you can get to the actual image. And you can see this is now got stock whatever on it. Open image in new tab. Now I'm just going to kind of take this. I look up the top here and I can see there's no .jpeg after it. So this is not like an image, a proper image. Even on my open image, it's not great. So I would avoid taking this image. I would definitely go get a different picture entirely. So let's just say robot head and get a slightly different one. Yeah, if you see image deposit photos, image shack, they're all commercial image services, and to be honest, it's not like you're gonna have to pay for it, and you're better if you just want a quick thing for a project to get something from somewhere else. So robot head, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go for France. I don't know why, but I just feel like if I go for France, it's less likely. There's a TechCrunch now. It's less super generic, and I think you're more likely to get easy images that are actually I can take this image, for an example. So again, if I look at this image here and I copy the image address and paste it in here, yeah, actually this is right. France blah 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 robot.jpg. That's all I want, because just make sure it's on a Google image preview you're gonna copy here. Perfect. So I'm gonna pop back to my solution here that I'm showing you, and I'm gonna copy in image link equals, and this orange stuff.jpg I'm gonna replace with that one. Press go, and there you go. It's way too big. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just bring it down, and you can do that by the height. So I'm gonna just change that to there, and that's a little bit better. Okay, so I changed 600 to 300. Fine. Now that's grand, but the problem is for a project, because I've linked it to the internet, if you try and view this website with no internet access, this will not work. It just won't work. So what you're gonna have to do is, unfortunately, download the image and then bring it over to REPL. So what I can do is I go upload file. I'm just gonna try this. This might not work, but what if I try and upload the file directly from here. Let's give it a go. Open. So it's actually going to try to download it and then open it. Will it? It's thinking about it. You know, it's not saying no immediately. There's a good chance this might work. Or there's a good chance it's completely crashed. No way. It totally worked. All right. I didn't know you could do that. That's brilliant. Cool. So instead of just loading the image now, I've gone upload and typed in the URL to find the image, and it's working great now. So there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my stuff, in a little folder. I'm just going to rename it for my, just say RoboPic. RoboPic.jpg. There you go. RoboPic.jpg. Now, I'm going to need to go copy a link here and go back into my code and update it, because as I said, this current one here means that it's an absolute link, which means it's going to open a browser, go www blah 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 blah, but you want your website to be able to be run offline. And again, if I put this one in, it's going to work, but it's still an absolute link. So I just want the one that goes my stuff / RoboPic JPEG. There we go. All right, that is a relative link because it starts off in the folder containing index.html, starts off there and looks around. One way of explaining this would be a relative link is you start in a room, you look out the window and figure out where you are. Then you go outside and you go, oh, I'm in Laytown, and you go, there's a beach. Oh, I know, you know. Whereas and that's kind of like how you look around for stuff in your house. Whereas an absolute link would be this cup of water is in the Milky Way galaxy. Zoom in this part of the spiral. Zoom in this part of the Earth. Zoom in and keep going in until it's like this desk and here. It's absolutely the location, which will certainly work and be less breaky, but the problem is, of course, once you try and access this website on a memory stick or a folder offline, which if you're doing this for an exam, that's a good chance that's how it'll be accessed, all your images will load. Okay, so relative images are much better, and this is what you should do. Right, now I didn't have to put it in this folder called my stuff. I could have just put it in as robopic.jpg there and not have it in a folder. Okay, but you know, this just shows you how to use a folder. So it's every time you go in, click into a folder, it's a /. So if I had a folder within a folder, my stuff robopics, it would be my stuff / robopics / and then the name of this, which is robopic.jpg. Great. So that's fine. Let's have a quick look at how my website is doing right now. Now when I go full scale, I can see like it probably could actually be a little bit bigger. And we'll talk again later about how to center it. But for now, we're just trying to get the skills of putting them in. Okay, welcome to Robo blah blah blah. I've got my thing there. What's the next thing I was going to do? Oh yeah. So I now want a table example. Grand. So this, I'm just going to take my example here and I'm going to add it to my website. Where will I put it? My product, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to put it underneath the requirements at the bottom. Pop in my table and let me just see how that looks. Table examples. Okay, so I'm going to update this because this is actually for my website. So I'm going to say, this is going to be called how much will it cost? Question mark. Blah, 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 blah. How much will it cost? There we go. All right, and there's my table. Great. So, and the content for my one is around there, but you should change it up. Don't just use my own. We've done table, we've done images, a link example. So now we can say for more information. Maybe we'll put that down the very bottom again. Oh, that didn't exactly paste over as much as I'd like. So let me just try it again. Link example, I need the whole thing. There we go. So when I click on this, it's going to say for more information. Click whatever. So I'm gonna, how would this go? I might do, what can I put in here at the bottom? Even, let's see, see reviews of this product. And I'm gonna say Ars Techs did a review here. See reviews of product. Ars Techs did a review here, and maybe I might do like I might put another one. You know, no. Look, I'll leave it there. But you could put in several different reviews if you want. Okay. So that's that one, and the last one is an image link. So yeah, I think I will just straight up use this add to cart now, but I will just show you how to put in a different button. So this is an image link example. It's the exact same as an image. It's just that now you can click on it. Whereas this one, when you click on it, it happens. This one, when you click on it, it will take you somewhere. Bear in mind that REPL.it has some sort of, I guess, privacy and restrictions and security rules which stops you leaving the website sometimes. So your links may or may not work depending. Okay, your links out of your site. Internally going along here should be fine to different web pages you've made. But if you want to like link randomly to across to YouTube or to a different website, might not work. Okay, image link example. Yeah, there we go. So and I'm gonna just have this as a, you know, I don't think I necessarily need a heading. Sure, look, I will put one in. Interested by now. Okay, there we go. Interest. Super. So that's I think everything I need at this point. I've got my titles now from the last part. I've now got a table. I've got links for reviews, and I've got something to an add to cart button. Just very quickly, how you put in this add to cart thing. Same. I'm just gonna go add to cart button. I'm gonna try that same one that I did. Let's change it to this black one. Okay. Now, before you go copy link address and add this to your files, I would always go copy link address and I'd put it in here. And I'd make sure that this thing ends in, oh my god, that is a long link. Let me just see how long this goes. Yeah, like, it just ends in the word bad. Bad. Yeah, I don't like this. I would like something that ends in just .jpeg. You know, so I know it's just straight up gonna work. Just be careful, like some of these, like Adobe stock, you know. So that's why I'm gonna add to cart button, and Dublin. What if I just do that? I don't know why, but I just feel like it's less likely to hit a stock illustration. No, that's still vector stock. Look, let me just try this one here. Open. So if I just go copy image address and paste it here, yeah, it's still really like not great. Try and like click into it maybe, and then go open a new image. Perfect. We've gotten to the end. There we go. So we've gone up the kind of tree and we've landed on our final little leaf at the end of that journey. And there we go. So it's .jpeg. It's a nice little URL. And I can use that. If you're using this in kind of your own anything that's public facing, you know, just beware that from these image companies can come after you and say you didn't license this, you know. So just watch out for that. If you're using it in your own, well, I would advise you to look up the laws yourself. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just saying best use stock free photos that are free. Okay, or I suppose you can just draw your own and paint if you want. So I'm gonna, now that I've copied this, I've gone right click copy or Control C. I pop back into my website, and I'm going to change this green button here. See, it says add to cart. I'm going to go upload file, and I'm actually just going to pop that in there like that. Okay, which is weird, and it's going to take a while because it's going to download it to my computer, then grab it, then re-upload it to REPL. And there we go. So what was called add to cart button? There it is. And this buy now PNG, I'm just going to delete that. Will I? No, look, I'll in case it breaks the example, I won't. I'm going to say buy now 2. Okay. Buy now 2 is a new thing. So I copy the link. I think I will copy the link. Now I could just type buynow2.jpg in the code and it will work. I am a fan of copy pasting because it stops you making like silly typos that you don't notice you make. Whereas if you copy paste, you'll see it's either 100% there, 100% not there. It's harder to make mistakes that way. So buy now, I think this is buy now 2, and it's .jpg, you know. But if you're getting errors, I definitely would just try copy paste it. You know, just grab this here. If you copy paste it, you will have to delete everything up as far as, yeah, you can see buynow2.jpg. Now wait, is this in my stuff? Let's go down there. It works. So yeah, maybe I should put this in my folder of images just to organize my website. So now if I run it, it'll have broken it because the link is no longer correct. It's not just buy now 2. Now I have to go my stuff / buy now 2 because it's inside my stuff. No bother, I'm just going to update that. So I'm going to go, the source is my stuff / buy now 2. And oh, there you go. Perfect example. Stuffy. Yeah, that's why like you're making typos when you type it out. So it's too small, so I'm just going to adjust the height, and then if I bring that up to like 90, try that. Height 90 pixels. Yeah, I think that's fine. You know, maybe I'll bring it up to 120 pixels. Great. Okay, there are other things you can do where you can change like it as a percentage to its original size and all that kind of stuff, but I think that's fine. Great. So I think that is everything. When I click on that, it'll bring me to a website, and that website is this here, which I think is a Rickroll. I feel like I recognize that capital XCQ at the end. So yeah, but you know, you can send it to wherever you want. It's not a Rickroll if you want. Cool. I think that's everything on our list for today, and I can see my site now has evolved. It's got all the original stuff in lesson 1, but now it's got clickable image, table, a link, and all of these are little tick boxes if you're doing a project. For example, like a Leaving Cert coursework project, and you need to have this, this, and this, you know? Okay, grand. I should probably put in some actual text at some point now, but I'm not going to do it here because that's, you know, you can come up with your own text. All right, we are done. Update solution available after submitting. Yes, so you have to submit something. Great, we're all done.